What's going on, YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC Comics Solicitations discussions videos. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the August 2023 solicitations videos. I'm sorry I'm about a week late on these things, so just like last month where I was a little bit late on the other one, I'm late on this one, but I got to get around to covering it. I mean, the August stuff's coming up. So also, happy Memorial Day, because it is Memorial Day at the time of recording this. Can record another video, and then get back to your regular scheduled comic book videos for the rest of the week. So, thank you to all the new subscribers I gotten post the Flash stuff. It's been a busy week since last week, but now things are winding down a little bit. Trying to enjoy Memorial Day best I can, and thank you to everyone who's been watching on the channel. So let's go ahead and talk about this stuff. Now, this is primarily going to be occupied by the Night Terrors event, which is literally every comic book coming out between July and August. It's a ridiculous bit of oversaturation for like one event, but we're going to talk about it. Also, we did get some information coming in like September, October. There's going to be another Batman event. It's the Gotham War, because we've had Joker War, we've had City of Bane, we had Fear State. We're doing the same thing again, but this time it's Batman versus Catwoman, because that's exactly what we need. Now, DC fumbled the bag so badly on the Bat-Cat relationship with the whole like wedding fiasco that I just don't want to see those two together in the main comics again. Maybe even ever. Who knows? Maybe how I'll feel a few years down the line. But post that Tom King run and everything else regards to it, I'm like, I am done with these two. Like, I'm tired of the will they, won't they nonsense. I just thought it was ridiculous how Batman and them were screwing on a beach while Gotham City was taken over by Bane and Alfred died. I was sick of it. Like, I was just dumb. And then the dialogue between the two, bat, cat, bat, cat, cat, bat. And it wasn't very well handled. If you want good Batman and Catwoman stuff, play the Arkham games or watch Batman Returns. You know, just watch Batman Returns in general, because Michael Keaton's in it, and he's going to be back as Batman in the Flash, which he was awesome in that, by the way, and the screening I saw. So I'm looking forward to seeing that next month when it drops. But anyways, so let's go ahead and skim through this and take a look at all this stuff. I'll leave a link in the description below if anybody wants to take a more deep dive look at these here solicitations. But here's the first one. Action Comics presents Doomsday Special, #1 by Dan Waters. I guess just a one-off. Eddie Barrows is the artist. It's a creature beyond reason, the only force in the universe strong enough to kill Superman. It's Doomsday, the living body with death, destruction, and evolution. In the wake of Dark Crisis and Lazarus Planet, King Doomsday now sits on a throne of skulls across a river of blood, holding court over the demons that swarmed the depths of hell, and he may have just found a way back to the land of the living. It's now up to Supergirl and Martian Manhunter to drive the beast back and see that he never again Wait a minute, what? This sounds insane. Like, Doomsday's just in hell, and he's coming back from hell. Like, how does that work? Then we have Gnort's Illustrated Swimsuit Edition, #1. Right? Exactly. So, it just, you may know Gnort as the bumbling Green Lantern protects Space Sector 68. Should have been 69, would have been funnier. Then again, you may not know Gnort at all. Whatever the case, get ready to see him in his newest role as a host and proprietor of this very special swimsuit edition. That's right. Join our favorite fuzzballs. He showcases some of our best swimsuit covers and our most swimtacular stories, from The Flash in a Speed Force Speedo to Batman in a bathing suit. God, the puns. This very special one-shot is summer from bikini top to bikini bottom. Also collected the steamiest swimsuit covers from DC's best talent, all in one place for the very first time. There we go. Where are the women on this cover? That's the swimsuit edition. That's what sells people on it mostly, but you don't have any. That's just wrong. Anyways, Batman Superman World's Finest #18. Talked about the latest issue just the other day. Think you know how Superman and Batman met and became friends? Think again. Read the untold tale of how their worlds first collided and the stunning secret loss that nearly destroyed their partnership before it even began. Okay, should be good. Mark Waid. Travis Moore is doing the art this time, so it's not Dan Mora, which is sad, but Travis Moore is a good artist too. Steelworks, #3 of 6. At the mercy of the Silver Mist, Natasha Irons may have solved the mystery of the strange intruder at Steelworks Tower, but will she live to tell the tale? The Silver Mist plan of sabotaging Steel's technology takes a twisted new turn, and murder is in the air. Meanwhile, John Henry's bold vision for Metropolis has driven a wedge between him and the Super Family, all on the eve of Metropolis' biggest celebration, Centennial Day. Superman 2023 annual. So already into the annuals with this thing. This is Joshua Williams. So 48 pages. But with the Williams book, 48 pages is like reading 30 pages, because like his stories read so quickly. Lois Lane is now editor-in-chief of the Daily Planet, but at heart she'll always be an investigative reporter. And lately, Metropolis has had a whole new set of secrets she must uncover, even if it means investigating her own husband, Superman, featuring Livewire, Parasite, and Mercy. The special issue is your next big puzzle piece leading to a massive Superman crossover in 2024. Do not miss out. Okay, well, Superman by Williamson's been pretty good. And then, of course, Williamson is back again with Night Terrors number 3 and 4, the conclusion to this event. Welcome back, ghouls and ghosts. Deadman here. You know, for a Night Terrors event, it really should be in, like, September, October, now that I think about it, because this is a horror themed thing. But then again, maybe we'll still get some more horror related stuff in October, which is what I'm hoping for. Probably like a horror anthology comic, which is what they like to do. My horror adventure continues the sleepless night attack us, but now I have a new problem. Batman's son Damien is furious and keeps trying to fight me. My only safe haven is the House of Horror. Okay, so Damien's going to have prominence in this storyline. That's cool. Night Terrors number 4, the conclusion to all this craziness. Insomnia searches the nightmares of all the heroes for his precious Nightmare Stone and keeps on coming up empty-clawed. Wesley Dodds, Batman, and I must return to the haunted Arkham Tower to confront Insomnia, but now I know why Insomnia hates the heroes, and I gotta be honest, I'm having a hard time not relating. Maybe Insomnia is owed his revenge. Night Terrors, Night's End. Okay, I guess this is the conclusion, Night's End. So it's not 4, right? Night Terrors finale, special oversized issue. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, along with the DCU's other heroes, have escaped the Nightmare Realm, only to find the Nightmare League has followed them home. The entire world has become engulfed in horror, and the last person standing to take down Insomnia is Deadman, but does he want to? And don't miss the exciting ending that continues it on a DC mystery and introduces Dr. Hate. Wait, who is Dr. Hate? Night Terrors, thrills and chills are brought to the DC Universe by architect and superstar writer Joshua Williamson, with horrific art by comics legend Howard Porter. Okay, so Williamson is just writing everything, it seems. Wow, before I even got to that, Williamson's writing this. Think about it, look at that. All these are Williamson. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, look at that. That's like 4 comics in a row, because you got you got 1 right here. You got 2 Night Terrors, 3, 4. That's 5 comics in a row. Jeez, Williamson, let somebody else take a crack at things. But again, this is Night Terrors Batman number 2. Bruce is trapped inside the Nightmare Realm, haunted by the dark shadows that he's created. To escape, he must regain control of his body, but that means going deeper into his own mind than he's ever gone before. Can Batman make himself scarier than he's ever been to survive? Also, what nightmare leaves Arsenal and Black Canary confronted in the Nightmare Realm? Night Terrors Detective Comics number 2 by Dan Waters. After seeing diamonds violently pour out of a woman's mouth and the metal of his old Batman robo-suit soldiered onto someone else's flesh and gun, Jim Gordon slowly realizes the good people of Gotham, being represented by monstrous identities of power, wealth, and knowledge, aren't very good people at all. Jim's investigation leads him to a mysterious clock, and he goes to Oracle for help to trace what's going on in this nightmare, but whether he's able to wake up from it all will be I can't read. But whether he's able to wake up from it all will be up to more than just himself. Boy, that's a lot of W words. I apologize. Sometimes I suck at reading. Night Terrors, Nightwing number 2. Is that Babs or is that Starfire? Because sometimes you can't. I think it's Babs. Becky Clooney and Michael W. Conrad. Oh, Batgirls is over, so they're writing this Nightwing one, I suppose. Nightwing's worst nightmare is wake up day realizing he murdered someone he loves and doesn't even remember how or why he did it. That's exactly how the Nightmare verse, in which Insomnia has placed him, while memories of who Nightwing killed and how he did it start flashing back vividly in his head. To make matters worse, he'll have to work with his cellmates Two-Face and Scarecrow to get out of this one alive. Figured Scarecrow would be like, wow, this is really cool. Night Terrors, Poison Ivy, number 2. Poison Ivy. Pamela Isley and Harley Quinzel are absolutely, utterly in love that everything and everyone around them is just aces. Their neighbors are so happy it hurts. Why, even the sun is smiling. But when a few rotten eggs sneak in Ivy's perfect little cul-de-sac, things start to go foul. Can the verdant villainess escape the clutches of her own spoiling dream house before it eats her and Janet from HR alive? Only time will tell. Night Terrors, Catwoman, number 2. There's Bruce and Selina. Uh-oh. Guess what's going to happen the following month? These two are going to fight. And then we're also supposed to get, like, Batman and Robin. So that's the ongoing. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of stuff. Catwoman is stuck in a nightmare in which her sister Maggie parades around Gotham as its savior, Sister Zero. After rescuing Bruce from the Joker, Catwoman calls him Batman, to which he asks her how she knew that name, since he had only called himself that in his head. What year is it in Gotham? Why does the Joker have snakes for limbs? And can Sister Zero and Catwoman pray themselves out of this nightmare? You know, now that I think about it, we have that little event where it's going to be Catwoman against Batman. Is it the Selina Kyle Catwoman, or is it going to be Ico from the Catwoman book? So, you know, I think it should be Selina. I mean, let her be a villainess again. I'm tired of the Batcat stuff. So, sorry, Batcat shippers. It's just DC just made me just not care about it. So, Teenie Howard's writing multiple things. Harley Quinn number 2. What unseen horrors look beyond the borders of the known and the clown? Whispered secret from the elbow of a garden gnome, a parking lot pass that was lost under the antediluvian. What is that? Antediluvian car seat. Fuck, I can't speak right now. And I didn't say the F word right there, so you can't demonetize me for that. Or did I? Whatever. Car seat from hell, an nihilistic grease trap that does taxes incorrectly. All those things and more. Not the comic. It's Harley's again. Part of this two-part story. Blah blah blah. Harley Quinn's going toe-to-toe with this. So plus Leo Williams invented the whatever. Harley Quinn's another backup. Matthew Rosenberg. Night Terror is a Joker number 2. The Joker's nightmares have been terrifying and horrific. What does the Clown Prince Crime have locked away that might be the most disturbing reveal of the year? I don't know. Night Terrors, Robin number 2. Oh, there's the crowbar. The undynamic duo of Tim Drake and Jason Todd are on death's door, lost in their own personal hells with their worst nightmares around every corner and nowhere to run. The two Robins must put aside their differences and find the strength to overcome their fears and fight back. What are their worst nightmares? Well, for Tim Drake, it's probably a solo comic book that he has going on right now. And for Jason Todd, well, I don't know. Jason's been through a lot of crap. Night Terrorist, Superman number 2 by Josh Williamson. My God, Josh. You give somebody else a chance. You have written like 80 comic books in like 1 month. Lou's got like 6 coming out this month. That's insane. In the terrifying nightmare realm, Superman and Supergirl search for answers in the rest of their family, but Superman is pulled into a haunted part of Metropolis Pass, where he learns more about Marilyn Moon Knight. In the waking world, an unlikely DC superhero family works to save the world from the sleepless nights. Night Terrors, Action Comics number 2. Written by Leah Williams and Flo Kennedy Johnson. Reality bites. With her perfect nightmare world slowly showing its cracks, Power Girl searches for answers, hoping to find a villain to punch and way out. Little does she know the threat from her past is here to control her future. Plus, in the nightmare realm, a hideously transformed cyborg Superman is consuming the super family one by one. Who will be the final L? And can the powerless super twins find a way to get back before cyborg Superman claims them all? Night Terrors, The Flash number 2. As Barry Allen plunges deeper into the nightmare realm, it's confronted with his biggest fears and experiences some of the most shocking events that took place before his return. Barry continues to run free of the terror, but something's gaining on him. Okay, Barry seems to be back in the Flash thing, which, you know, for some people might not be the best because Wally's honestly had the better, like, Flash run as of late. Because, like I said, I read all the Flash from Rebirth till now, and I just think the stuff under Jeremy Adams was really good with Wally West. A lot better than the Williamson, Barry Allen stuff. And now with Titans out, it seems like they're going to kill Wally off again just in time for Flash 800. It just all was like, are we doing this again? But then again, I understand some people are like, well, I mean, don't you want suspense and stories? Yeah, but, like, it's Wally West, man. He does not have the best of luck for a while. If things are going well, then it's just going to get thrown away. So, No Way Out. The Justice League Dark find themselves trapped in a labyrinth of horrors as Wonder Woman grapples with her deepest fears and insecurities. Will the warrior of truth flow to the lies of the nightmare realm? Plus, Nubia takes on the lost souls of Tartarus to prove her worthiness as Queen of the Amazons. Josie Campbell and Stephanie Williams. Night Terrors. Titans number 2. Written by Andrew Constance, art by Scott Godlewski. As the nightmare rages on and the monstrous versions of the team roam the halls of Titan's Tower, a young girl finds herself trapped inside the building. How did she get there, and what heroes can possibly save her as the Titans face their worst fears? Night Terror, Shazam number 2 by Mark Waid. Okay, Waid's writing a little thing in this event. Trapped in the nightmare realm, Mary Marvel thinks she's discovered her greatest fear, but she is wrong. She won't emerge from her dreamscape the way she's entered. At least one of the Nightmare Captain has anything to say about it. Night Terror is Green Lanterns number 2 by Jeremy Adams and Alex Segura. 40 pages. As Hal Jordan is swallowed by the nightmare wave, Earth's Green Lantern shows this new malevolent threat, what a man with the willpower to overcome fear can do. Meanwhile, as Sinestro grapples with the terrifying new dreamscape he's trapped in, we take a psychological roller coaster ride through his darkest fears and most painful regrets. Night Terror is Black Adam number 2. My God, there's so many books. Look at how many, like, I'm exhausted just reading all these. And it's like all the comics are coming out in 1 month for one event. This is exhausting. I'm like, I always, like, with events, I try to cover all of them, but, like, my goodness, this is just too much. Look how much money I'd have to spend. Like, a few $100 in, like, you know, July and August. It's going to break me. A powerless Black Adam has undertaken a perilous and dangerous journey in the nightmare realm with a mysterious feline guide, but a terrifying monster stalks from the shadows. Okay, Angel Breaker number 2. That's that character that was introduced in Shadow War that's really had nothing. I feel like Williamson's introduced too many characters and not really done anything with them. Angel Breaker, and of course Raptor's there because that's Tim Seeley's go-to character. Oops, what's going on here? Trapped in Cobra Cult lab while the world sleeps, no one is coming to their rescue. Unable to even trust each other, they must know something protecting your torn family. And a Gil, legendary slasher, pulled directly in the Angel Breakers. Deepest stuff. Okay. Night Terrors, Zatanna number 2. Okay, Zatanna's getting something. That's cool. Insomnia, Sleepless Queen is transferred to Raw and over nights, and all hunt is on for Zatanna to join them. The Sleepless Knights succeed and make her one of her own. The Earth will never wake from its unending nightmare. Powerful magic comes with a powerful price. Zatanna must decide whether she's willing to pay it to save the world, which means things aren't looking good for a Robot Man. Night Terrors, Punchline number 2, because Punchline, of course, needs one. Punchline versus Nightmare Batgirl with control of the hearts and minds of Gotham. Can Punchline overcome her deepest fears and anxieties to defeat the bat-cowled beasts? Okay. Night Terrors, Ravager number 2. Ed Brisson, okay, Dexter Story. Like, he did go with the Deathstroke Year 1 stuff, so within the Deathstroke Incorporated book. So I'm looking forward to the Rose Wilson one. With danger hot on her heels and nowhere left to turn, Ravager finds herself trapped in the treacherous nightmare realm, facing the Murder Man and his merciless slaughter squadron. With their sights set on unleashing a reign of terror on our world, they need... where was I at? With their sights set on unleashing a reign of terror on our world, they need Ravager's help to break through the barriers, separating them from our reality. Can Ravager summon the strength to save us all from certain doom, or will she fall victim to the Murder Man's diabolical plans? Clock is ticking, and the fate of humanity hangs in the balance. And then we got The Penguin number 1 by Tom King. After retiring from Metropolis following his death, Oswald Cobblepot sports back to the unpredictable and violent Gotham City underworld as a pawn of the United States intelligence community. Gotham City's criminal element has been evolving since he was last assumed. Okay, so Tom King's writing a Penguin ongoing. And then we have a Penguin number 0. You know, I don't get this. The first issue is number 1. Why release number 1 and then number 0? Shouldn't this just be called number 1? This is literally released a week before. Why would this not be number 1? You know what I'm saying? Following the Penguin's death, because it's 0. 0 means nothing. It should be number 1. This should be number 1. This should be number 2. It's that simple. But no, we got to have Penguin number 0 and number 1. How can you be number 0 to start like a comic book run? You're the first issue. Can't be 0. Following the Penguin's death, the landmark Batman from the series actually is enlisted Catwoman to carry out the last when the Penguin's heirs start getting murdered. Oh, this is... Oh, okay, I see it. This is collecting the backups from those stories. Silly me. Okay, I get it now. I get it. So, but yeah, so like it's just a collection of all that stuff, which was just You know, I'm kind of really losing interest in Detective Comics and Batman right now. It's just not as exciting as I feel like it could be. Although like the last issue had like a really cool like ending with the multiverse of Batman, if you will. Like I'm like, I can't like not recommend it because of the ending of it though. So. And the stuff that it kind of did, but like I said, I'm hoping like post fail safe stuff we can get a little bit better. Hawkgirl number 2 by Jazia Axelrod. Hawkgirl's made a new enemy, but a new friend. Metropolis Dayton here. Okay, so Hawkgirl's thing. Unstoppable Doom Patrol number 5 by Dennis Culver. There's everyone's fear. The Doom Patrol is lost control and attacking the Alex small town. New popular. Okay, so. Niles Calder is making an appearance. World's Finest, Teen Titans number 2 by Mark Waid. I'll be picking this one up because, like I said, I liked what Waid was doing. Welcome to Metropolis, Wonder Girl. Helping to recover human roots. Don Troy leaves Themyscira for the city tomorrow. There she meets Mal Duncan, a young man with the makings of a true hero, and just in time, too. The Titans will need all the help they can get as they investigate a cry for help that leads them to a haunted house that is not what it seems. So, should be fun. And again, these are like the older Titans, so you won't really see like Raven, Beast Boy, and Cyborg on there. Adventures of Superman John Kent number 6, the final issue of this. It's Batman versus Superman, Super Son versus Super Son. Injustice Superman is ruling with a fist of steel. Can John Kent free the entire world? And what could he lose if he tries? Alright, seems like the Super Sons are going to fight. So that could be kind of interesting. But we'll see how it turns out. Like, how will this affect the video games, though? Like, is John Kent going to end up trapped in the video games? Are they not canon or whatnot? I don't know. Superboy, The Man of Tomorrow, number 5 of 6. Connor's been left to the end of the planet in front of the Colossus teleportation. Okay, so it's Connor doing her shtick. Batman the Brave and the Bold, number 4. Lots of different writers on this one. While investigating a string of bloody garland murders, Batman comes face to face with his members Rogues Gallery, the brutal Mr. Baseball, and his co-runner gripping violent tale of the Dark Knight. Oh, another Night Terrors tie-ins. Because, look at that, they snuck one in here. Because now I have to read this then. Damn it. Trapped in Nightmare's World. Why do we need a Night Terrors tie-in in here? We don't. Let this stand alone. Tale of Teen Titans number 2 by Teenie Howard. Okay, well, I gotta read this for Raven, though. Like, Raven's my girl, and she has not been given the best treatment at DC as of late. It's like, I feel so bad, because, like, in Titans #1, they give her, like, the worst haircut imaginable, and then they just make her, like, start making out with Gar in front of thousands of people, which is something Raven would never do. It's just... poor Raven. Raven, you deserve so much better. She's been called the Dark Trigon, the Herald of the Apocalypse, but Raven has never let these things define who she is. Ready to step into this new era of time, she plans to leave her past beyond history and have repeat itself when Raven comes to the end of Eight of a Wood. In over her head with the Church of Blood, she'll have to face a terrible reminder of her mother's tragic past and an evil closer to her than you may think. Gee, I wonder who that's going to be. It's Trigon. It's going to be Trigon. Because it always is. Spirit World, #4, by Alyssa Wong. Cass Kane, Batgirl, has died before and seems to Spirit World remember she passed through before being revived in the Lazarus Pit. How come she doesn't remember the beginning? And then, as Constantine's memories start to fade after being in the Spirit World for telling begins to turn on Xanath, who needs to find a way back to the line of living Constantine. Okay, so there's that. The Vigil, #4. Who are the Vigil? Dodge file loading. So the Vigil is getting their thing right here. Then you got City Boy, #4. Looks like Nightwing's going to appear in this issue. Nightwing's sure whether City Boy is a super person to be superpowers to go, but he knows he needs City Boy's help to track down a criminal in Bloodhaven, so he might just take that chance. Meanwhile, somebody's causing City Boy's powers to burst out of control. Catwoman Uncovered, written by this. Poison Ivy Uncovered. Okay, so these are variant covers. Batman Beyond Neo Gothic, #2. I may not check some of this stuff out, but I'm already like, my wallet is already like spent with this whole Night Terrors event. And of course, Brave and the Bold has to have a tie-in right there. It's just so it's forcing me to have to read all these so that I can cover them all for the event. So we got that, and then Riddler Year 1, #6. Oh, this story's still going on. Haven't read any of it. I'm just gonna kind of skim through. Batman White Knight presents Generation Joker. Sandman, Peacemaker tries hard, #4. Batman Incorporated, #11. Oh yeah, I forgot this is a thing too. I've read all the issues of Batman Incorporated. It's just been kind of okay. Batman Adventures Continue, Season 3, The Offer, Part 3. I do like these covers. They just kind of remind me of the old show. Danger Street, #8. DC Ruby, #7. Fables, #161. Never read this. Harley Shrews with the DCU, #6. I think this is probably the end of this. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, #123. A comic where I have not seen in any comic book stores like ever, so I'm just shocked it's on issue 1. Like, are the Scooby-Doo fans really that rabid to like they're ordering every single one of these comics? I just gotta know. Static, Shadows of Dakota, #6. The Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries, #11. God, there's a lot. Wildcats, #10. Get your head in the game. Lock, Load, and Raid Row, Grifter's back, and the Wildcats are going to war. And then that's it. Oh, thank goodness. My voice is just going... My voice is, like, gone right now. But, yeah, so that's the August solicitation stuff. So Night Terrors is just an overstuffed, oversaturated event, as I expected it to be. Like, this is just too much. Then we're going to go into the, like, the Gotham War, like, the next month after this. Event overload, DC. Why are we doing a Batman event right after an event that takes up literally every title at DC in back-to-back months? It's insane. Well, if you want to collect it, like, that's too much. It's just... We have a little bit of a break from events, and DC's like, oh, you enjoyed that break, huh? Well, guess what? Here's 100 comics in, like, 2 months for you all to read to get the whole entire event. It's ridiculous, man. It's like... It's summer. We don't need that many comics in one event. I mean, you can have them as just... We don't need that much for one event. You could cut that in half. It'd be better. It'd still be a lot, but it's ridiculous how literally every title is just in that. And there's still all the other stuff outside of it that I want to read too. It's like my wad is going to be punished between July and August. So I think there's a few ones I kind of look forward to, but overall consensus, like, it's just the event. I have to see how the event starts out if I really want to get... Well, I mean, we kind of had a little tease of it. I have to see how, like, some of the main stuff is. Maybe some of these tie-ins will be good, but when it comes to these events, the tie-ins generally just aren't very good. But I'm hoping that this one will be better than Lazarus Planet was, because there's like a whole section of Lazarus Planet that should not have been called Lazarus Planet. The Revenge of the Gods stuff, it was a waste of time. Complete waste of time. Didn't need it to be called Lazarus Planet when the main storyline was already done. I'm hoping that I think at least with these ones they'll be actually really tied into the event, but all that other stuff, it's a bit overload. But like even Williamson, like, my God, dude, take a break. You have too many comics you're writing in 1 month. I'm worried about the quality suffering from writing so many in a span of a month or two. But who knows what's going to happen? But we shall see. So, anyways, if you have any thoughts on these solicitations, let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, all that other fun stuff. I will be back again to tomorrow with more comic book related stuff, and I got some other videos I wanted to save for this week. So look forward to all that stuff. All right, well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.